Welcome back. I got a different video for everybody. I'm still working on my setup here. I'm getting closer. I sold my studio several months ago, and I've been trying to figure out a setup since. It's still a work in progress, but trying to get some content going again. So this is going to be a different video, not exactly game related, tangentially related, I guess. As most who have watched my channel a lot, I am a big Star Wars fan, and I saw these bitty pops. So basically miniature Funko Pops. I I've never been a huge Funko Pop fan. I've got a few, and I think it's mostly just because they're too big. They take up a lot of space, a lot of display space, and things like that. I thought these were cute, and I thought that they would help me decorate my video space here a little bit. And I also thought that these might make good initiative tokens potentially for Star Wars Unlimited, maybe objective tokens in at least part of an objective token for Star Wars Legion, things like that. So I bought all 4 boxes of the 2 different sets that are currently available. So I've got the Mandalorian, that's these white boxes, and then I've got the original trilogy over here in the black boxes. Right now, we're just going to open the Mandalorian ones, and we'll open up the original trilogy in a later video. So these each come with 4 mini pops. 3 are known, 3 are always known throughout the box. And then it has one mystery one that can be one of 4 different figures. For the Mandalorian set, the mysteries are all baby Grogu and all different poses for baby Grogu. So you've got a 1 in 3 chance of like this bashful. Let's see if I can get a good picture of this bashful baby Grogu. A 1 in 3 chance of the frog and mouth baby Grogu. I don't know why I'm calling baby Grogu. It's just Grogu. I guess we used to call him baby Yoda, but Grogu with the frog in the mouth. Grogu with the soup cup. That's a 1 in 6, and then a 1 in 6. I believe he has his hand out like he's using the Force in this one. So for this set, I'm not too concerned about getting all 4 because they're all going to be just different versions of Grogu. If I had to choose, I would like the soup cup one. So that I'll say that that's going to be my chase for this is the soup cup because it's one of the more rare ones at 1 in 6. The 1 in 3s I expect we'll probably get both of those. It would be unlikely that we got all 4, but we'll see what we get here. Once we get to the original trilogy ones, that's a little bit more concerning for me because they're far different than this, and I want at least 3 out of the 4 of them, so that's going to be concerning if I don't get those 3. So anyways, we have 3 different boxes. So this one is Cobb Vanth, Fennec Shand, and Boba Fett. There is also Moff Gideon, the Incinerator Trooper, and the Dark Trooper. So if I were to get multiple boxes of any of these because I wanted to chase the mystery pops, this would be the one to get for this set because at least the Dark Trooper and the Incinerator Trooper make sense to have multiples of. Gideon you don't really need to, but at least you get 2 out of the 3 that would work in multiples. Then we have this one. So this one is the Heavy Trooper Mandalorian. So this is that's the one Jon Favreau plays in The Mandalorian. I thought he had a name. I'm not sure why he's just like the heavy trooper. You've got the armor in Bo-Katan for that one, and then for this one we've got the Mandalorian Queel, which I think is really cool. That might be, at least from looking from the outside of pictures, I think Queel might be my favorite. And then what they call an off-world Jawa. There's also a Jawa that comes in this set, but the coloring is slightly different, and it's not an off-world Jawa. I guess the off-world Jawas must be Jawas that aren't on Tatooine, I guess. I didn't realize they were, um, you know, referred to in that way. So we're going to get into these, and we'll just see what we get. I like these also because you get 3 that you can get random bags, but the random bags appear to only have, and so it's really hard to find the random bags. First of all, for the Mandalorian set, you can get them for the original trilogy, but it only has the 12 known ones. It doesn't have the mystery ones, and I figure you're to get all 12, you're gonna have to buy more than 12 from the mystery bags, even so. Why not pay slightly more and just get every one of them? So let's get into these. I'm not worried about this outer box. And so this is the first time I've opened one of these bitty pops. Okay, get rid of the box. So I didn't know. So you get a display stand for them, and these display stands stack. I did notice that later this year they're coming out with a Star Wars display stand that is like the Death Star to display these on. Maybe I'll get that. But I like the fact that they have these. They'll make a good background for this type of setup. So we have here, this is the heavy Mandalorian. Tiny figure. I think it's really cool. Now, I do know that the full size pops for Star Wars are all bobbleheads. That's because I believe Kenner has the license for action figures, so that these aren't called action figures. They have to be called something else. So they have bobbleheads. Funko has moved away from bobbleheads for most of their pops, except Star Wars. And also in Star Wars, they all have a stand on them. But I don't think that they've done anything special for these really mini ones. These must not fall under the action figure title. So you can take the figures out, although I do think, it's very cute. It's, even the back with his jetpack and the hose there that's going to his heavy blaster. It's all detailed, but I really think a lot of the display value for this is to have them in the box. So there's the first one. Let's set this up so that we can put them into the shelves. Then have the armor. Let's take the armor out if I can. They're not too hard to come out, but it's really cool, very cute. And again, I just think, if nothing else, it'll make a good display background for some of my videos, and potentially use them as tokens for games as well, because they're small enough. Which reminds me, once we get to the next one, so with Bo-Katan, we'll try with Bo-Katan. So here's Bo-Katan, and she's got her 2 blasters. This is her kind of classic pose with the 2 blasters out. That's cool. And again, jetpack. So I did want to try with the deck box to see how these would fit, and they fit just fine. I thought I'd have to lay them down, but they actually fit standing up with plenty of room in there, so bringing these as a token or two seems like it would work. That may be a reason to get doubles of some, just because I feel like they could get scratched up in there a little bit, so I'll either have to pat them or something. So we've got Grogu. I'm guessing based on that picture, we have Bashful Grogu, this one down here. It actually could be the soup. Actually, you know what? I think it's the soup. I think it's my chase, which is kind of crazy. So let's see if it is. So I'm going to figure out how to open this. There's a perforation. This is the soup one. I'll be very happy because it's a 1 in 6, so it's a rarer one. And it's the one that I decided to make my chase, and it is. It's the Soup Grogu. Very happy with that. Plus, it means that if I were to get another Soup Grogu, I could potentially trade it, or more likely sell it, and then use those funds to purchase the ones that I'm missing. But right now, I'm just happy I got Soup Grogu. I can't tell. I'm going to see if I can get it on the camera there. Yeah, it says Grogu with cup. Okay, so they do have separate names. So there's the first one. I think it's very cute. Very nice. Alright, I'm going to the second one. Let's see. Let's go into this one with Moff Gideon, the Incinerator Stormtrooper, and the Dark Trooper. Probably going to speed things up a little bit. I'm not going to get into quite as much detail. So we have the shelf. These do stack. There's a small recess in there, so as long as you don't bump it too much, they do stack nicely. I am just going to take all 4 of them out. Hopefully this will speed things up a little bit. There's Moff Gideon. I was trying to figure out what Moff Gideon is holding. I guess it's supposed to be the Darksaber, but it's not very dark. So I guess that's not ideal. I have to assume that's the Darksaber, although I can't say for sure. Alright, Incinerator Trooper. I really like that they did the Incinerator Trooper, because we have a Stormtrooper in the other set. So with the Incinerator Trooper, it's got that flame going around, and I like the fade from orange to yellow on the Incinerator Trooper. He's got a bit of a backpack there, actually, and they put black up underneath his helmet. That's pretty good. For as small as they are, I think they're very cool. See if I can get a good picture of that. Yeah, for as small as they are, they're really nice. Then we have the Dark Trooper. This is the one that is probably the most repeatable one. Although it is not, I mean, as you'd expect in such a black, there's a little bit of silver highlighting on some joints and pieces of armor, but for the most part, he's just black. He is holding a blaster with red eyes. But that's all they were in the show, so very nice. Alright, now we have our second Grogu here. So I am hoping that it's not a soup one at this point. I guess it would be nice to get you know, if we got that one already, it would be nice to get the other 1 and 6, which I believe is him using his hand like he's using the Force. So we'll see. Let's see. Let's see if we can guess by this. All right. This looks like it's going to be the one with the frog in his mouth. I'm guessing it's the one with the frog, which is fine. That's another cute one. It is just a 1 and 3, though, so there's a decent chance that we're going to get a repeat of that. He is very short in the box, as you'd expect. Actually, the detail on that is much nicer than I thought, just looking at the picture. The frog, I thought the frog was just kind of molded into him. There is some separation between the frog and Grogu, so that's nice. Put him in the box, and just to show, let's try and get a close-up of the box. And it is Grogu with frog. Alright. And I believe that the numbers on the boxes are the same numbers that they had in as their actual pop. So they're complete replicas. Alright, let's get into Cobb Vanth, Fennec Shand, and Boba Fett. I do think it's cool that they have Cobb Vanth. I did like Cobb Vanth a lot. So there's their shelf. Oop, Cobb Vanth fell out of his box. They aren't super securely, it doesn't snap super secure, so you do have to be a little bit careful with the boxes. But it's not like, at least for me, I'm not going to be throwing them around too much. So here's Cobb Vanth in the box. It's interesting. He's got some, I guess, is that supposed to be his beard? That green? That's a little weird that it's green like that. I don't, let's take him out and look at, see what that is all about. I don't know what that's all about. I'm gonna have to. It's gotta be his beard, I guess. Or I guess did have like a gray beard. This is very green. I think it's a little odd. I do think he had that kind of salt and pepper sideburns type of a deal. It's very strange. I'm not sure about that. I don't know if I like that green there. It seems a little odd. Otherwise, I like it. It looks like he is wearing Boba Fett's armor. So that's kind of cool. And he has a blaster in his hand. I do like the figure, except that green that's kind of going around his chin like his beard just seems a little odd to me. Yeah, I'm trying to look at the box here now. Again, sometimes using the... So there is a different color there. I can't tell if it's supposed to be green. It looks more like... I don't know. I'll have to see if I can find another package of these and look at the coloring. That one does look a little green though. So I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to check that out. Fennec Shand. Oh, I like her hair. Okay, so I like this one. This one's looking pretty cool. Lots of detail in her hair. I like that. I like this one a lot. Cobb Vanth, probably my least favorite so far, just because of that weird green beard. All the rest I've really liked. And now we have Boba Fett, and I should say, so this is going to be the Mandalorian Boba Fett, with the darker green armor. Probably, it's a little hard to tell in these. Not quite as chunky as Boba Fett was in the show, just because Tamara Morrison, is a little more chunky than he used to be. Right, I like that. That's a good one. I like that one a lot. All right, third random. So we're just looking for something different than the other two. Prefer the Force Hand, but we'll take the Bashful Grogu as well. Hopefully, we're not going to get another Frog Grogu. I guess that's the one that I would like the least, is another frog one. Oh, we can look. Is that frog? It kind of looks like frog. Yeah. Yep. Looks like we got another frog. Oh, well. I don't know if ever. Maybe I should show that better. So, just looking at his ears. So, both ears are kind of perked up on the frog. Bashful, they're both kind of down. The one with the cup, but they're both down, but the eyes are a bit different. And then the Force one, he's got one ear down, one ear up. So that's how I'm determining which Grogu it is. So I'm just going to open him up quick, because he's a common. Not great, won't be able to get too much for him, but we already looked at him, so I'm not going to get too into that. Alright, last box. So this one is kind of the key one, I guess. This is the one most people are going to get because it has Mando in it. So Mandalorian, Queel, and Off-World Jawa. Now, I really like Queel. He's probably not the most popular character. So if you put Mandalorian in with a couple of not quite as marketable characters, you're going to sell the box anyways. Although I think Queel is the best looking character in this whole set so far that I've seen. Alright, and we really, really, really don't want another Frog Grogu. Oh, we got a little bit of an advanced look at that. Goodness. You know what? We might have gotten another Soup Grogu, which wouldn't be the bet worst. I don't think it's another frog. It's definitely not another frog. It's either Bashful Grogu or Soup Grogu. And if it's Soup Grogu, that's okay, I guess. So we have Mandalorian here. Let's look at the detail on him. So he does have his big rifle blaster from the first season, first 2 seasons, I guess. He has his cape, no jetpack. Just trying to figure out which version of him this is. You know what? This might even be early first season. He does not have. Only his helmet is silver, it looks like. So I think this is early first season Mandalorian, which is interesting. So I wonder if they're going to do another set of these at some point in time. That's interesting. Okay. All right. I'm going to skip and go to the Jawa just because Queel is the most interesting to me. Off-World Jawa. And there's the mini. Looks like he has, I think he's got a knife. It looks like he's carrying a knife. Don't think that's his belt. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that, yeah, that's a knife. And looks like his bandolier goes all the way around. They actually painted it so it's going all the way around him. So that's kind of cool. That's nice. So this would be another one that would be fine to have multiples of. Um, I just think that if you're going on the chase, um, the one with Moff Gideon is the one to go for. All right, so Queel. I think this is for sure my favorite. Unless something weird pops out when we open them up. These do seem to be mostly season 1 figures. Except no, Cobb Vanth, um, Boba Fett, and the Dark Trooper. Actually, no, it's season 1 and 2. There's a good mix here. Queel is obviously season 1. It seems like it's a season 1 Mandalorian, early season 1 Mandalorian. And then the rest of the characters are kind of a mix. Alright. So, yeah, I think it's a soup. I would be actually happier if it's bashful Grogu, just because then I can have a different one. But with the odds, this means I would have gotten 2 1 out of 6s and 2 1 out of 3s, which is kind of beating the odds in terms of that, except I'm getting duplicates, which isn't as great. And this one doesn't want to come out. And it is another soup. So that's a little unfortunate. I'm not going to open them up, but it is another soup. If anyone has an extra Force Grogu, let me know. Maybe we can trade. I'll probably be looking to see what I can get for that and what it would take to get a Force Grogu. But so that's kind of what I'm thinking. Line these up along the back, along with the deck boxes. Just another option for me to have for the background of my videos. But that is the Biddy Pops from Funko. Pretty cool, really cool figures. I really like them. Least favorite, Cobb Vanth, unfortunately, because I really like the character. I just don't get what the green beard is all about. Favorite is Queel. I really like that character. And unfortunately, we got only 2 of the randoms, even though one of them that we got doubles of is one of the more rare ones. So there's one common one that we didn't get. So we'll have to see how I can do in rectifying that. We'll see how that goes. But thank you very much. Get out in game, have some fun. I'll be hopefully doing a draft tomorrow with Star Wars Unlimited. Maybe I'll bring one of my pops with me. We'll see. But thank you very much. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.